Is there a Google equivalent to ClickUp? It is a question I am being asked more and more frequently, especially by those of you who are transitioning into retirement or are standing right on the precipice of it. You are looking to simplify your lives. You are starting consulting businesses, managing rental properties, organizing community foundations, or simply trying to get a handle on your personal estate and daily schedules without losing your absolute mind. You look at a powerhouse program like ClickUp, with its dazzling array of dashboards, color-coded tasks, and complex workflows, and you think, wow, that looks incredibly capable. But then, a very real, very justified fear sets in. The fear of overwhelm. The fear of wasting your precious time learning a massive, complicated system when you want to spend your retirement living, not managing software. You worry about getting sucked into a digital rabbit hole of decorative busywork, building complex systems just to manage simple tasks. So naturally, you look toward Google, a name, a system you already use every single day for email and photos, and you ask, is there a Google equivalent that gives me that organization without the headache? I want you to look at me right now. The short answer is no, Google does not have a single, direct, identical twin to ClickUp. And quite frankly, you should be thrilled about that. ClickUp is what we call an all-in-one project management behemoth. It is designed for large corporate teams, tech startups, and people who need to track every single minute of a software development cycle. It is dense. It is heavy. Google's entire philosophy is completely different. Google does not give you one massive tool to rule them all. Instead, Google gives you a toolbox filled with specialized, lightweight tools that you can piece together exactly how you need them. If you are trying to replicate the task tracking, the lists, and the visual timelines of ClickUp using what you already have in Google Workspace, you have to understand the tools at your disposal, because the fear of the unknown disappears the second you have accurate information. Let us start with the foundation of your daily life, Google Tasks. Many people do not even know it exists, but it is sitting right there on the right-hand sidebar of your Gmail and your Google Calendar. This is your ultimate daily to-do list. If you are stepping away from the corporate world and need to track your daily personal goals, your doctor appointments, or the checklist for your upcoming vacation, Google Tasks is where you start. It allows you to create individual tasks, set due dates, and even create subtasks. It seamlessly integrates with your Google Calendar, so the moment you assign a date to a task, it appears right there alongside your daily schedule. It is clean, it is direct, and it requires zero learning curve. But what if you need something a little more visual? One of the biggest reasons people fall in love with ClickUp is its Kanban board view. Those beautiful columns where you can drag and drop cards from to do to in progress to done. You might think Google cannot do this, but it absolutely can through Google Keep. Think of Google Keep as a digital wall of sticky notes. You can color code them, pin them, add checkboxes to them, and yes, you can organize them visually to track projects, whether you are organizing a family reunion or writing that book you always promised you would write. It gives you that immediate visual satisfaction without forcing you to learn data architecture. Now, for those of you who are launching a consulting practice, managing a small business in retirement, or handling complex financial investments, you might say, Susie, I need real project tracking. I need to see timelines, and I need data. This is where Google Sheets completely changes the game. Google Sheets is no longer just a rigid grid for math numbers. Google has introduced smart chips and timeline views directly inside of Sheets. With a few clicks, you can convert a simple spreadsheet of tasks, owners, and dates into a professional Gantt chart timeline that rivals any view inside of ClickUp. You do not need to pay for an expensive ClickUp subscription, and you do not need to give a third-party company access to your data. You can build a pristine, professional project tracker using the spreadsheet program you already know how to use. Let's address the big question that is lingering in your mind. Why shouldn't I just use ClickUp anyway? It's free for basics. Here is the truth, and it is a truth about your most valuable asset, your time. In this stage of your life, you cannot afford to waste time managing the management system. ClickUp requires maintenance. It requires configuration. It updates constantly, and it requires you to learn their specific terminology. Google Workspace is an ecosystem you already understand. When you receive an email in Gmail, you can click one single button and instantly turn that email into a Google task. When you look at your Google Calendar, your tasks are right there. When you need to take notes or draft a plan, it connects instantly to Google Docs. The integration is automatic. Your actionable takeaway today is to stop searching for the next shiny, complicated piece of software. I want you to go to your existing Google account right now. Open your Google Calendar and look at that little blue icon with the white check mark on the right side of your screen. That is Google Tasks. I want you to click it. Create 3 lists. One for your personal daily routine, one for your long-term projects or hobbies, and one for your financial or legal administrative items. Start tracking your life there for the next 2 weeks. If you find that you need visual boards, open Google Keep. If you find you need a strict timeline, open Google Sheets and look at their project management templates.